So, hi, I'm Rufus McNeil. I'm an interim change leader, I'm a strategist, and I'm a people person. I spent 21 years in the military. I spent some of that as a logistician, so moving fuel and ammunition and things like that around crazy places like Iraq and Afghanistan. I spent quite a lot of it working in government, so I worked for a government minister, and that was navigating the perils of Whitehall and writing speeches that would go out on the 9 o'clock news and so on. And I spent my last few years running a sort of operation in Afghanistan. So I was the operations director for all the British forces in Afghanistan, and everything from rules of engagement and who could shoot at what to making sure people had the right phones and all kinds of things. Fascinating experience. I left the military and decided to branch out into the commercial world, and I first joined a big bid, bidding back into the Ministry of Defence, and that helped me learn how the commercial world worked. And then I started working for firms like DHL, working on customer strategy, and I eventually ended up moving into the transformation space and looking at change management. And I hadn't realised it, but I'd done a lot of that in my military career. I'd helped change the nature of operations in Afghanistan, I'd helped redesign things inside the Ministry of Defence, and so I had the skills. I just had to fit them to a new environment, and I found that was really fun. Add the commercial context in as well, add customers in, a great challenge, which I've really enjoyed. The first one is that people don't really know why they're changing. So there's a kind of loose feeling that the business has got to change, the organisation's got to change, but not enough time is spent really crystallising that reason for changing it. So why are we doing it? What does this mean to everybody? And that's a vision for me, and lots of businesses don't really have a vision for why they're changing and what they want the future business to look like. It gets quite tactical sometimes, and it can result in we want new technology or something. That's not really a vision. What's going to be different for our people? What's going to be different for our customers? What does that mean we have to do differently? This is a people exercise. Change is all about people. It's about convincing them that there's a better future. And it's quite an emotional thing, actually. You've got to tap into that emotion. And you've got to be able to do that right down to the very grassroots of any business. And that's about communications, it's about engagement, it's about really simple messages that people can understand and get behind and connect with. And lots of businesses don't invest that time and effort to think what those messages are and to go and take their people through them and then bring them with them on the journey. It's the old adage about having transformation done to you, not done with you. I think that's really key. I think it's a very big ask for a business to, off its own back, with the people who've been running everything the same way for the last 10 years, to turn themselves on their heads and start thinking differently, acting differently, stepping outside their old governance models, bringing in new ways of working without some kind of external help. Who can do that? No person can do that. So no organisation, which is just a collection of people, can certainly do that. And that's where guys like us, S&S, we come in, because I think we can be inserted, we can bring some of that knowledge, we can bring some of that enthusiasm and experience of a better world where that change has worked, but we can also impart the skills. So we can help coach people through a change without having to do it for them. We can help them do it, and then they own it. If they own it, they'll continue to do it.